Well, why are women of color still missing from leadership positions? It's a question that diversity, equity, and inclusion consultant Amina Djirdeh deals with quite often. And actually, you got into this role that you have as a consultant because you worked in finance for many years, and you found that double glass ceiling.
Yes, I worked in finance for over 10 years, and I realized a lot of women of color do have the skills and the network, no, the skills and the education, but they have a hard time moving up. And mainly because leadership roles are given to individuals through informal networks. They're also giving it through people they know, subjective evaluations, all that have a negative effect. So a lot of the times women get discouraged, they get fatigued, and they end up leaving, even though they have the skill set, and because the environment is not really built for them.
Mm-hmm. And you will go through now and you will do a formal audit of, where are these leadership opportunities, not just for women of color, but sometimes just for women in general. And they're not formally there.
Yes, exactly. So I work with a lot of companies, and they'll reach out to me and they're like, oh, we don't have a lot of women or women of color who want to be in these roles. And then I do an audit and I realize there's no structure to leadership. It's based on subjective evaluation, it's based on who they mentor, it's also based on just visibility. Mm-hmm. They just assume that the women of color don't want to be in these roles. And then they give it to other men, a lot of white men, opportunities that women of color don't have. And so it's a lot of times when I work in these companies, unless you measure who you're hiring, mentoring, promoting, and holding leadership accountable, the environment won't change, the cycle would continue, and that's a lot of the issues that we have.
Right, we were discussing earlier that sometimes even that informal mentorship or informal grooming is done very much through things like business trips or golf games, which not all women are included in or want to be.
Exactly. So every now and then they would have these golf games or business trips or just going out. And to be honest, I wasn't comfortable in those environments. It's not something I'm interested in. But that's how they build a relationship. Mm-hmm. And I felt uncomfortable. I didn't feel like I belonged in those environments. But that's how they promote. It's just people they know and feel. And a lot of times it's not really based on performance or skill sets. And if you're not in those circles, women get left out, women of color get left out, and a lot of the issue is a lot of opportunities are missed, and leadership tends to just hire the similar individuals, voices get silenced, and then, the cycle continues.
How do you break that cycle?
That's a good question. One is awareness. I mean, companies need to know that diversity improves innovation, it improves creativity, but at the same time, they need structures in place, systems in place for the companies to move forward. They need to audit where they're lacking behind. Is it, are they promoting individuals that they just like? Are they promoting them because of mentorship? And sometimes a lot of people are mentored individually, and certain individuals are missed out, a lot of women of color. So once you have that in place, and there's a sense of awareness, and companies do understand that having a diverse group of people, women of color, also improves creativity, it improves problem solving, overall increases profits. And then that's measured out. I think that's how companies will improve going forward.
Mm-hmm. We're almost out of time, but do you see hope? Do you see change?
I do see change. I think companies are starting to realize, having a diverse group of individuals is going to have the end benefit. However, there's a lot of noise going on.
South of the border especially.
Yes, that is very loud right now. But I work with CEOs all the time. They're really open to diversity. They're really open to all that. So I do believe change will happen. We just need a lot of people like myself to open the door wider.
Okay, and we'll help you open those doors. We'll get your link up on our website at chch.com/morninglive. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.